Hello and welcome. I am Ria. I am a knitter, a crocheter and love everything about fiber arts. In this week's video, my idea was to make a vlog and share how I self-drafted my Secret Santa blouse. But it didn't go well because I got sick. I wasn't able to film, but I was able to knit. So I have finished my blouse. And my initial idea was to make an aesthetic video where I would show you how I knitted and what I did with the blouse. But as I told you, I was very sick to film. I had only a few shots. It would be about 5-minute video, so I didn't want to bother. But I really wanted to share with you how I self-drafted this blouse because I used a small amount of yarn and it's color work. It's summery and springy pattern, and I wanted to inspire you to make something with either scrap yarn you have or color work. And I don't know, I thought my idea was good enough to share it with you. So today I'm half dressed and I work, so I have some time. I'm drinking my coffee and I thought it would be better for me to explain to you the pattern while I do some fitting on some outfits I think I would wear the blouse with, my Secret Santa blouse with. So while I'm wearing my Secret Santa blouse, I would talk to you about the pattern. But before I do that, I want to tell you a little bit about the story. Well, every year at work we exchange gifts. I was lucky enough this year to get chosen from Dimitra. Dimitra is the goddess of grain and agriculture, and also is my colleague who crochets also, and she is a seamstress. It's her hobby. So when she saw she got me, she was very happy because she knew she would get me yarn. And I was very happy because I got a gift but that nobody else could ever buy me, because if you don't knit, do not crochet, my friends don't knit and crochet. So I was very happy with my gift this year, and I really wanted to make something, not just take the yarn and put it in my yarn stash. So she bought me 6 skeins, 2 of each color, white and 2 shades of green, from a brand I'm going to attempt to butcher the name of. I think it's Scheepjes. I'm not sure. I'm very sorry. I cannot tell the name of the brand. Anyway, it's cotton yarn, and my idea, my initial idea was to make a crochet bag. Well, this was my initial idea, but I thought that crisp white would not be okay for a bag. So I went to Pinterest and I found this pattern. I'm going to try and have a picture. And I thought, okay, I will try it. I got my measurements. I will explain later how I measured myself so I can do the pattern. And I started crocheting with a 4mm crochet hook. But as you can see from the shots, the yarn, I wasn't even half the project where the yarn was about to, the first 3 skeins were about to finish. So then I thought I would need something. I unraveled the crochet pattern I was trying to make, and I came across from I think I saw it on a podcast or something. I'm not sure. I don't remember. I'm sorry, but I saw it in many podcasters and plans of what to make in spring summer videos that came out this time from YouTube. So I came across this pattern, and I'm going to insert the photo. It's the drop loop top from Other Loops, but I think, I'm not sure, I remember that the yarn I had was not enough for this pattern, so I didn't buy the pattern. But I really liked the idea of making something with the drop loop, because you use less yarn. And I came up with the idea of making my Secret Santa blouse using this kind of stitch, a drop loop stitch. So now I'm going to take you in my bedroom to try on some outfits and tell you about the pattern. My closet is a mess. I don't want to show you inside my closet. This is the first outfit. As you can see, I wore it with a midi skirt and my Converse shoes, a basic white shirt, and I usually don't layer that much because I get hot, and I thought it would be a good idea to try something different that I don't usually wear, because that's the point of trying on new things. So I want to tell you a little about the pattern. The first pattern I saw, the crochet pattern, was, as I saw it, a top with crocheting like something like a waist, so I wanted to mimic that with knitting and a drop stitch. So I started measuring from the back here until the front here. That's why I'm showing you with this skirt. It's not my waist, it's a little bit above my waist. And I've casted on 180 stitches. I usually wear size medium. I'm in between medium and large, depending on the pattern, because I have a big breast, so that's something I have to consider every time I make a pattern. So I've started knitting back and front without connecting this here, and I just self-drafted the colors. I was not certain about how I wanted to turn out. So I made a few rows here, then a slip stitch, then I didn't count to the first to the first panel. I just watched how it went, and I did a mistake and started with a white cast on here because I was not sure if I had to make some rows here to connect, but I didn't have to, so I did the second panel and then unraveled the first panel and knitted over again. So I started here with the cast on, and then with a drop stitch I only turn around one time from the wrong side. And I'm telling you that because if you try to drop a stitch, to use this stitch, the drop stitch, I would recommend, you can do whatever you like, I would recommend, if you want to be almost the same amount of gap here where you do the drop stitch, to do it every time from the same row, from the same side, either the wrong or the right side, and do it always, like if you turn only one time the yarn on your needle, you do it the same to the others. Or if you self-draft another kind of pattern, you can do whatever you like, but if you want them to be the same, do it from the same side and with the same turns around your needles. So this is the first outfit. I'm going to insert a video to show you how I did the drop stitch. Well, this is the second outfit. I'm wearing different shades of green and a t-shirt from inside, but I'm not sure if I need it because I cannot see the sleeves. It's a short sleeve t-shirt, basic t-shirt. Well, I'm wearing this linen trouser and I like it. I don't wear any shoes because I do not want to walk with my shoes on my carpet. And this is the second outfit. Well, after I finished the two panels, I connected from here because I started here, went here, started here, went here, and I connected the two panels with slip, slip, knit one, pass 2 over, so I could make that very defined knit stitch in the middle. And I did that. I didn't do anything with the stitches here and here, because after I finished the front and the back, I tried on the panels to see where I wanted the V to be. I didn't want it to be here, and I didn't want it to be here. I did it a little up my neck than I wanted, so I started over again and did this thing. So after I tried it on and was sure that I was happy enough with the fitting of the V-neck, because it's the same in the back, as you can see. It's exactly the same, front and back. So I did with my crochet hook, because I wanted it to be tight. I could do it with the needles, but I wanted it to be tight enough. I did a slip stitch to cast off, to bind off the stitches on the neck, and I did 2 lines, 2 rows with slip stitch. The first was to bind off with a 4mm crochet hook, and the second one was with a 3mm hook. Now, if you can see it here, because it's the dark pink, the dark green, I'm sorry. And so I did it around the neck 2 times. If you don't have a crochet hook, you can do it with your needles. It's the same thing. I just feel it's more dense when you do it with a crochet hook. At the sleeves, I did the same thing. Well, first of all, I did the matter stitch to connect this side and this side, and then I did also a slip stitch here. This is the line where I cast it on. This is the row that I cast it on, so I did another slip stitch so it would not roll over, to be more steady. It did at first, but when I blocked it, it was right, so I didn't have any issue with that. And this is my second outfit. I don't wear any jewels or any shoes, I told you before, but I really like this combination of green over green and the different shades. I think it's very interesting, although I still think I would wear the top from inside only if I was cold, not for another reason. This is the third outfit. I just wore a white. I'm too basic on my outfits. I'm too basic. I don't like wearing too much and having too much thought. Not that, but I like to be comfortable, so I know I like trousers, and I know I like not very loose but not very tight tops, so I would wear it like that. And just to tell you, after I finished connecting the two panels and making the sleeves and the sides, I picked up stitches so I could make the broken rib stitch one by one in the like a waist. I didn't want it to be very tight. I didn't want it to be very wide. So I picked up stitches. I think I picked 3 stitches every 4 rows I have from the panels above, and I bind it off with the Italian cast off. So I did this. I wore it to see if I was happy with the size. I think I would probably make 2 lines more here. I don't know. I like it. I think I feel not very confident at the moment. That's why I say that. But I think I'm going to wear it. I really like it. I hope you liked my Secret Santa blouse also. And the way this video was made, I hope I explained enough to help you self-draft some kind of same design. I like greens, I like blues, so I think I got it right this time. So I hope you liked it and see you at the next one. Bye!